Peace. This is King Noble Black Supremacy. And with this particular video, I want to talk about how you have let Babylon and the Matrix distract you from the return of your gods. And you have done this over and over again. Thou Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Let thy will be on earth as so as it is in heaven. You have allowed the Matrix and Babylon to distract you from the manifestation of your gods and your divine beings to this earth. Because even though divinity is manifesting in flesh, in physical form, it still has to be filtered through the massive perception and the massive consciousness of this particular dimension. It has to be filtered. And many of you are on light code lockdown. So you're only seeing reality through the perception of the enemies, through the perception of the handlers. So they're dictating massive perception. They're engineering the dominant narrative. So now you're looking at your gods only through their consciousness filtration system, which is media, which is their educations, their institutions, capitalism. They're filtering your perception. So as your gods show up, you completely miss it. You're only seeing the perceptions or looking at it from the perception that they have allowed you to. You're only seeing it from very mundane and limited perspectives. So you're missing your God every time. Because they have defined and told you what it is, who they are. They're a cult leader. They're just a cult leader. They're a narcissist. It's just mind control. They put emphasis on what you perceive to be human flaws that no one that manifests within this fourth dimensional framework can escape. But you let that be the totality of how you perceive these divine entities. Not realizing that this whole plane of illusion, this Maya, is rigged. It's based on duality. It is the manifestation of a contradiction. And once you go beyond the contradictions, now you have transcended the illusion. Now you're starting to wake up. When you're no longer caught up in the conundrum of contradiction. And you can see the divine reality in and through it all. And now at that point, you're seeing the manifestation of these divine beings and entities that continue to come. They continue to incarnate in your dimension, coming to wake you up, coming to give you a taste of the infinite and ultimate reality. But you can't see outside of your prison. You can't see outside of your matrix, outside of Babylon, outside of the codes. You can't see outside of the script and the movie that they have placed before you to have nothing but negative perceptions, negative